Morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Weekend Report for June 6, 2023. Let's talk about what's been in the news this week. Let's start with the Case-Shiller report for home price index for the month of March. Did come out and it showed appreciation up 0.4% month over month. And year over year, up 0.6%. So despite all these people saying that the housing market and that's going to be the bubble, home values are going to crash, that is not what we're seeing. Appreciation may be a lot milder than what we've seen in past years, but homes are still appreciating. Mortgage apps, week over week, were down. Purchases were down 3%. Refis were down 7%. Not surprising because everybody knows that the market over the last 2 weeks was terrible. This week was good, but the last 2 weeks prior were not. So a lot of people get nervous when they see those higher interest rates. And again, I'm telling you, this is your opportunity to get in. You have less competition. This works to your advantage. And it's not about the interest rate, it's about the payment. There are programs out there that will make that payment better. So look at all your options, just saying. So biggest news this week, we had the ADP report and the BLS jobs report. ADP headline number was 278,000 job creations, and the BLS reported 339,000 job creations. So lots of excitement around that. Not surprising, has had an inverse an impact to the gains that we made on the MBS market today. But within that BLS report, 231,000 job creations were a result of the birth death rate. So this is the creation and loss of businesses, and it is a lagging number. You remove that number, jobs number doesn't look so good. Now, within the BLS report, we have the household survey, and the household survey is where we get unemployment. Now, the BLS survey showed losses of 310,000 jobs. So very interesting, very contrary to the other numbers that we're seeing. But remember, the household survey, it is a small sample size. It's only 60,000 homes that are called, and that's extrapolated over the report. So you have to decide which report you feel is like the better justification of what the numbers are doing. But we'll talk a little bit more about this and dive a little bit deeper into that report. So because of the BLS household survey report, unemployment now moved from 3.4% to 3.7%. That's a pretty big move, seeing that over the past year, we haven't seen a lot of changes in the unemployment number. So that's the largest move we've seen in a while. So very interesting to see that, because a lot of people get distracted by the big headline number and the job creations, but you dive a little deeper, those numbers don't look so good. So let's talk about the earnings report within that BLS report. Shows that hourly wages are up 0.3% month over month. So people are making a little bit more money in terms of what their hourly wage is, but it's down 0.1% year over year. So interesting to know. Then average hours worked actually dropped from 34.4 hours a week to 34.3. So people working just slightly less. And that 110, that actually extrapolates to 150,000 job losses. So it's great if you can make more money, but if you're working less hours, it doesn't really help you out. So, and that speaks to the weekly earnings. The average weekly earnings for the month of March was actually flat, no change. And it dropped from 3.8% to 3.4% year over year. So is it really that good if people are making a little more money? Well, if their hourly wage increased, but they're not working as much and they're not bringing as much income home. I don't know that that's really that good. So how excited do we get about all these job creations if people aren't really bringing home more money, because that's what pays the bills. So today we did learn the debt ceiling bill is on the desk of the president, was passed by the Senate. So that has kind of squashed a little bit of the volatility in the market. There was a lot of concerns about that, kind of had an impact on the markets over the last 2 weeks prior. So let's take a look at the markets, see what's going on. Oh, actually, I forgot to share my screen. So let me do that really quick. You can see Right here. Sorry about that. This week, earlier Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, market was closed Monday for the holiday. Rates did do well, but now that the BLS report has come out, we are seeing a little bit of retraction from the gains that we had. But what biggest note is the fact that over the 2 weeks from last week beyond, a very large drop in the drop in the MBS markets, a lot of volatility there. So interest rates did go up. So trying to make back those gains, we'll see what happens. If you have any questions, please do reach out to me. If you have anyone you know that is interested in buying or maybe might need to refinance, pay off some debts, be happy to take a look at their situation and help them out. I do appreciate your referrals. If you have any questions, please do add those below. Reach out to me. Happy to help you out. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.